On Friday the 13th of June 2008, Chris the Wedge and I headed over to the Tacoma Glass Museum's celebration of art, artists, and art advocates. There, we watched Lino Tagliapietra in work, creating some of his very own glasterpieces. That's a glass and masterpiece combo. We also listened to the key speakers of the event, including one of our previous guests, Congressman Norm Dix, Chairman of the National Endowment for the Arts, Dana Gioia, and Director of the Washington State Arts Alliance, Mary Lanholz.
The health of a community's culture is demonstrated by the number of organizations, the depth of organizations. But one of the real signs is that you have the best of something in the world, or one of the leading institutions of its sort. And that's where we are today, I think.
This glass museum is a great treasure, and I've been very supportive of it, and I'm just glad that we can have artists, like coming from all over the world here to create this glass art, and it's really magnificent. Thank you very much.
The arts are then all about partnership, about working together to identify those opportunities and to stretch our resources together and to leverage those real results. But here is the comment that to me is rather haunting. These highly effective agencies, meaning the NEA and the NEH, these highly effective agencies support the preservation and encouragement of America's cultural heritage. That's the good part. But they are still funded substantially below 1994 levels. We're not talking about dollars adjusted for inflation. We're not talking about only arts organizations and artists who were doing their great work in 1994. We're talking about 2008 and 2009 and 2010, about my grandkids and yours, about the kids on the street. We have a lot of work to do to bring those opportunities to more kids, to more people of all ages in more communities. So would you wonder, as you sat before the paper, what sort of poem was worthy of your labor? So, my friends, I ask us, what sort of poem is worthy of our labor, and are we up to the task? Thank you.
What art does is something quite miraculous. It awakens us to the fullness of our humanity. And you see this, I think, most clearly in children, although I think it never stops. That suddenly, by reading a book, by hearing music, by playing an instrument, by looking at a painting, by learning to dance or to sing or to act, someone discovers things that they're capable of doing that they didn't even suspect. And this knowledge that your own potential is greater than anything that you would have imagined earlier, essentially increases your vistas in life. That in a free society, we need to make that gift of awakening available to everyone in this country, to every child in this country. And I regret to say that we are not there. The arts education programs have been cut out of most schools, and you see the results of this everywhere. Because we live in a country now where 1 out of every 3 teenagers drops out of school. When they drop out of school, their lives are impoverished because of that. Not just the economic disadvantage that they have, but they will live 6 to 7 years less. We know a very basic fact. If you have art programs in a school, attendance goes up.
Mr. Gioia even treated us to a nice poem.
It's a love poem until the second stanza. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet. The tales we tell are either false or true, but neither purpose is the point. We weave the fabric of our own existence out of words, and the right story tells us who we are. Perhaps it is the words that summon us. The tale is often wiser than the teller. There is no naked truth but what we wear. So let me bring this story to our bed. The world, I say, depends upon a spell spoken each night by lovers unaware of their own sorcery. In innocence or agony, the same words must be spoken, or the restless moon will darken in the sky. The night grows still, the winds of dawn expire. And if I'm wrong, it cannot be by much. We know our own existence came from touch, the new soul summoned into life by lust. And love's shy tongue awakens in such fire of flesh on flesh and midnight whispering, as if the only purpose of desire were to explore its infinite unfolding. And so, my love, we are two lunatics, secretaries to the wordless moon, lying awake together or apart, transcribing every touch or aching absence into our endless, intimate palaver. Body to body, naked to the night, apparelled only in our utterance. Thank you.
While the event offered decent insight and had moderately good food, it seemed more like a pep rally than anything else. While Congressman Dix, Dana Gioia, and Mary Lanholz acknowledged that we face serious funding issues when it comes to the arts, their solutions were left at mere encouragement for arts programs. But sometimes, encouragement is enough.